Anyone heard of, a lot of people, the people that have heard of Huna, they've heard of this one particular technique, and the technique is called Ho'oponopono. Anyone heard of Ho'oponopono? Oh, a lot of people. All right, yeah. So there's a couple of different ways of doing it, but Ho'oponopono is the forgiveness prayer. All right. And whenever I say prayer or speaking to your higher self, I used to have a problem with it because I was like, well, I accept responsibility for my life and me, and I have to create my life the way that I want, and I don't want to give my power to another entity that I don't believe in anyways, and this is all bullshit. When I started to learn about Huna and the higher self, I'm like, I can have all those beliefs, but the higher self is my energy, it's me. Now, if you choose to call it something else, you can. So then I'm like, oh, I can accept the concept of this creator or this energy just being a better version of me. I can buy into that, and I'm okay with speaking to that and communicating it. For other people, again, it might make more sense to you for that to be God, Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, or whatever your particular thing is. Doesn't really matter, whatever works for you. But the forgiveness prayer, or Ho'oponopono, in Hawaii, it's 4 phrases, right? I'll break them down for you and tell you why they're effective. The first phrase, the first part of the prayer is, I'm sorry. The second part is, I forgive you. The third part is, thank you. The fourth part is, I love you. Now, you're not saying this about anyone else in your life. People who are alive or are dead, people who wronged you or haven't wronged you, or you feel that you've wronged. You're saying it to you, you're saying it to your higher self. So if we break it down, I'm sorry. You might be, I've done nothing wrong. Sorry just means you're accepting that there's something here. And you're saying it to your higher self. You're not giving away your power. For me, it was all about, I don't want to give away my power, right? No, it's your higher self is you. It's the best version of you. I'm sorry, you're acknowledging something. I forgive you, your higher self. Self-explanatory. Thank you, gratitude. I love you. The Hypno Pixie tells me there's 10 minutes left. Why is this effective? If you just say it as words, it will have no effect in your life whatsoever, probably. It's just words, right? It's just masturbation at the end of the day. However, that's right. However, when you're going through something, yeah, that'd be some kind of, I'll say trauma, right? It just could be a shitty emotion that you don't want to feel, or some physical discomfort that you don't want to feel. Again, got all these beautiful techniques that you can use, right? I believe going to source. Source is my higher self. I'm going to go to source. I'm going to go to my creator, whomever he, she, or it is. Because my belief is they can fix anything. And fix is the wrong word. They can heal anything. So I don't think anyone's broken. So imagine you're going through something. You're worrying. Let's use it for worry, right? Or anxiety. You're going through something. Yeah, you could tap it away. You could do some kind of finger hold. You could reframe it. Yes, you could do all that. It takes too much time. So here's what I do. I'm feeling something. Don't want to feel. So what do I say first of all? I say, I'm sorry. I'm acknowledging it. Doesn't mean I did anything wrong. It just means I'm acknowledging it. I'm acknowledging something ain't right here on some level between you and I. Sorry. Acknowledging it. I forgive you. Forgive you for bringing this up. Forgive you for making me feel uncomfortable right now. I forgive you. Whatever that is. Thank you, gratitude. Thank you for bringing it up. Thank you for doing the work. I believe you're going to heal it. Thank you. Thanking you in advance. I love you. Right? Because if you look at the Course in Miracles, there's a belief in this Course in Miracles, which there's only 2 real emotions in the world, which is fear and love. And fear is just an illusion. So if you come from that place, everything's just love. And then when you come from this universal energy of love, I can't believe I'm saying this, it sounds so earthy, crunchy and nonsense, but it happens to be true in my experience as well. When you step into the light or you step into love, amazing stuff can happen. So a good thing is if you've got something that keeps coming up and you don't quite know how to heal it, go into that place where it's probably triggered in your brain neurologically because you're feeling anxiety, worry, shame, pain, whatever it might be for you. Maybe you don't have a label for it, but you just don't feel good. You're feeling it. Neurology is lit up, means you're inside the problem, whatever that may be. That's the step one. And then just imagine that you're connected to your higher self. How do I do it? I just imagine there's some energy here, right? I just act as if it's true. Just imagine there's some energy here. Just accept it. Even though I can't see it with my eyes, I accept that there's something more than me and there's something greater than me, which my conscious mind don't like because it's my ego, right? No, there's something greater than that. And I'm connected to it on some level, on some way. I'm just accepting it. I can't see it, but I'm accepting that I'm connected to a greater version of me, all right? And I'm imagining that energy's coming down. However I imagine it, how do I imagine it? I just imagine that there's energy coming down. It's going to be different. For some people, it might be colors. For some people, it might be some form of energy, some kind of Aka connection to it. Whatever it is for you is whatever it is for you. Don't let someone tell you different. And I imagine it's connected. And I hold the space. I'm not like, oh my God, is it going to go? Is it going to go? Is it go? This is not working. This is not working fast enough. Oh my God, this technique is garbage. No, I'm just going to hold the space. I'm sorry. I forgive you. Thank you. I love you. And I'm feeling something. Okay? And I might do that 3 times. I might do that 3 times in the morning. I might do that 3 times at night. If I find myself in the middle of it, in the middle of the issue, in the middle of the afternoon, I might just say that. It's already activated because I'm feeling it. Neurology is activated. I'm feeling the emotion, right? And I'll just bring that to it with no expectations. And oftentimes this is what happens to me, space. And I might do it again and just connect a little bit more and I get a little bit more space. And a little bit more space. And it might take me all of a minute and I get on with the rest of my day. So it's a really powerful thing. Now there's other ways of doing Ho'oponopono where you bring people up to a stage, I shit you not, in their mind, you bring up all the people that they've ever had a significant emotional experience with in their life. Could be past, it could be parents, loved ones, anyone they had a connection, and they imagine that they're connected to all of these people through the Aka cord, which would go from their solar plexus. If we look at chakras, it would be the heart chakra, to all of these people. And you would say whatever you would need to say to these particular people in your life, whether they're alive or dead, inside, because forgiveness is never about the other people. It's always about that version of that person, that energetic body, if you will, that you carry. And it's about saying whatever you need to say, saying the 4 things, also the Ho'oponopono prayer, which is, I'm sorry. And again, if you feel that someone has wronged you, you're not saying you're sorry necessarily to them and making it right. No, you're just saying it so you can let go. You're sorry for carrying the energy to your higher self. So if I imagine I'm connected to somebody, there's a problem, imagine the cord, I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you, I love you, cut the cord, let them go. You can bring all people up. And you can do it individually if you've got potential people, live or dead, it doesn't matter. They never need to know it. You can also do it as a whole and do it very, very fast. True experience, when I first played around with that particular version of Ho'oponopono 20 years ago, I hadn't talked to my dad for a year. And I'd learnt the Ho'oponopono, did it in a training like this. I hadn't seen my dad in a year. And I arrived home from the training. And the next day, I leave my front gate and my dad drives past in the car. And then we started talking again. There was no reason for that to happen. But again, collective unconscious, we're all connected at all times, whether we believe it or not. Hence why we have those weird experiences that we can't quite understand. Why am I thinking of my dad and he appears? Why am I thinking of John and he texts me after 10 years? We're all plugged in on some level.